Hey guys, Resale Rabbit here, coming at you from my kitchen. I want to show you an item that I picked up, I don't know, a couple of months ago. I don't remember where I found it. I want to say Chicago, maybe Milwaukee, maybe Indianapolis, somewhere in there. It could have been Arizona for all I know. But I picked it up for $20, this trumpet right here, in a nice hard case. I already peeled the sticker off. I wish I would have left it on to show you. It was sitting on top of the display case. I remember that. There was also a violin for the same price, but it needed significant work. Now, when I looked at this, I almost didn't buy it because these valves were stuck in a downward position and they would not come up. But I did a little research on how to fix that. So I'm going to show you just what I did and why musical instruments can be such a valuable thing to get. Now, like I said, these were stuck down. Notice they're up fine now. There's no issues here. What I did was this on the bottom screws off. You can just unscrew with your finger, and you push the valve back up from in there. And get some valve oil. This actually came in here. It was in with this in the case here. All I did was I poured a bunch of valve oil in there, poured some up here, and just kept pushing it down for about 5 minutes on each one. Now they are nice and oiled up. Another thing to look for on these is the tuners. You see this? Make sure that moves freely. There's another one here. Make sure that moves freely. And another one back here. Make sure all of these move freely. If they don't, you can try to oil them up a little bit. If you still can't get them to move, that means something is bent. Same with these. If you still can't get these going, that means they're bent. There's a little dent in it here. Hopefully that isn't an issue because I did not realize that until just now. Like I said, I paid $20 for this, and I have a buyer lined up to give me $150 for it. So hopefully that dent isn't an issue because I completely forgot that was there. I'll be happy if I can get $150. If I have to, I'll reduce it to $100 because I only paid $20 for it and cash is king. So always look for musical instruments. I do really well with them, from guitars to trumpets, trombones. I don't know anything about musical instruments, so to compare price, I just look at local Craigslist prices. Sometimes you can look up a brand on eBay and get an idea with that. But just about any instrument that is in working condition for $20 or less is probably a good buy. I found a clarinet once at the Goodwill outlet. I probably paid $1 for it. I actually thought it was a cassette tape case. And I sold that for like 75 bucks. Anytime you can find musical instruments, always look at what they're going for on Craigslist to get an idea of what they're worth. But they're usually a good buy, especially around back to school time. They sell like crazy. Even if the condition isn't perfect, some parents like to have a second instrument at home for the kids to play on so they can practice at home without having to lug the big thing on the school bus. So it's always worth looking at instruments even if they're not in the best condition. I hope that tip helped you guys. I'm going to check in one more time at the end of this video and let you know exactly what I sold it for. So I'll see you then. I got $155 for it. $150 for the trumpet and $5 for delivery. Pretty good deal considering what I paid for it. So always be looking for instruments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and go to ResaleRabbit.com for more. And a trumpet, also $20. Now the valves are stuck. In fact, all three of them are stuck before. There you go. You unscrew this bottom piece, which you can push the valve open. Now, I know nothing about trumpets, but that looks like some nice material there. There's a little denting on the bell, like significant denting on the bell. I bet somebody would be happily paying 75 bucks for this. And, oh, I forgot to mention, $20, those get 20% off.